What up? Today is Monday afternoon. It is recovery from Vegas, or is it Tuesday? Man, I don't even know. I had to look. It's Monday. Yeah, yesterday, we got the one video in that just kind of told you what was going on throughout the day. Really just tired from the travel, from the lack of food the day before. Today we were really on track. I actually got to bed at a decent hour last night. I think we got to bed at 1. I was working on getting that video done. This new computer's awesome. It makes things go so quick. I can have After Effects open, Photoshop. I can have Premiere open. I can be rendering in like After Effects and still use Premiere in full HD resolution. It's amazing. So this thing's a beast. So today, the meals were on point, guys. Like, I crushed it. I was really stoked. It is 7:48 at night. I just killed meal 6. So I got one more to go about 10:30. We try to stretch this one for another couple hours because I don't want to OD on too much food. Here's what happened today. Got up, we did eggs and oatmeal. So we had 2 egg yolks and 8 egg whites. Hello, Priscilla.
Hello, sir.
After that, we came down. I did an egg white shake. So I used about 2 cups of egg whites because I wanted to get some more protein. I got oats, and I also got some Shakeology in there because we ordered some more Shakeology. We're out of the coffee aminos. I call my daughter Clever Fox, and so we got this fox at the Bellagio for her, and it just never stopped smiling. Thank you. Yes, that's the fox. So, get out, fox. I'm really trying to get these meals down before Fox, I know you're smiling. Go away. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. It's like Family Guy when the joke goes on and it's like too much, but it keeps happening. It's overdone and overkill. Hint, hint. Overkill. He's not even framed. You can stop moving him. Okay, meal 2. That was the egg white shake.
Brownies.
There were no brownies. Can I finish the video for the people, please? Is that okay? Thank you.
People.
They care for the people. Okay. If you're on Genesis in the morning, again, whole eggs until you get your fat content. You're going to need some vegetables to go with that. So, asparagus, broccoli, spinach. What other greens are there, guys? Somebody help me out here. If you like Brussels sprouts, go ahead. So you got your fat, you got your protein. Once you hit your fat levels, if you get too much with the egg yolks, the whole eggs, and go to whites after that. That we get your protein in. So that's your breakfast. If you're gonna do an egg white shake, you got to cut the oatmeal out. It's got to be, just the egg whites. You could throw in whatever you want and experiment. I haven't done it on Genesis with the egg white shakes yet, but I know that Priscilla's been doing it. She's been doing the Shakeology, the egg whites, throwing in some PB2 in there for like an added little twist, and also some ice. You got to have ice in that, man. The ice is the killer, or the kicker, because it just takes away the funky taste of the egg whites, especially the Kirkland egg whites at Costco. They're a little strange. They taste a little salty and weird if they're warm. It's just kind of slimy and weird overall going down. That was meal 2. Meal 3, I had some tri-tip left over from yesterday. So I cooked that up along with some rice noodles. We just killed that. I think I actually had one of those tandoor breads to go with it too, because I had a couple, it was only a small handful of the noodle, so I wanted to get about 40 grams of protein. 40 grams of carbs. So that was 3 meals, and then the 4th one was tacos. Did the corn tortilla tacos with ground beef. If you're doing Genesis, guys, wrap that stuff in butter lettuce. You do, the protein style, like you see it In and Out when they wrap all your burgers and stuff. If you don't want to do tacos, man, make a burger, wrap it in butter lettuce. That's the easy thing to do. Or you can do even a taco salad. I don't remember if we have that in the updated version or not, but it's great, guys. You take a bunch of spinach, dump it in a bowl, take some almonds for fat, put them in the Vitamix, the dry mix container, in your blender, and chop them up so they're small. That acts like the chips. Same with the carrots. It makes this real cool, crunchy texture in your mouth. Bell peppers, onions. I like the green, red, and yellow in there. It's just totally up to you what you like in your salad. dump your hamburger meat in there, throw some avocado on top, stir it all up with some salsa, and that is like on point, guys. So Genesis, if you don't want to do tacos and wrap in butter lettuce, try the taco salad. It's amazing. There was that. I did another egg white shake pre-workout. I got the post-workout shake with the whey protein, the one whey protein shake I get a day, just don't think counts. I got my 60 grams of carbs. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 60 grams of carbs, 60, 70 grams of carbs in there, give or take a little bit. If you're doing Genesis, again, no carbs, no matter what, post-workout. So you're just doing protein and maybe some almond butter in that shake. And of course, ice to make it taste good. And if you want the PB2, throw it in there too, guys. The PB2 is a good option. You know, it is peanut butter, but hey, yeah, you can't win them all. If you gotta have some taste, have some taste. So that was that meal. I just downed some curry chicken, so I bought that some more of that curry sauce you get at Costco. It comes in a 2-pack. I don't remember who makes it, but I cooked up 7 of those little chicken tenderloins, maybe 8, I don't know. So I basically, because they're frozen, what I do, and I think I've showed you guys this before, is I put them in a big saucepan and put like that much water in it, cover it, put it on high until they're almost cooked all the way through. They boil in that, and the steam cooks them pretty much through. I dump all the water out, put them on a cutting board, and I chop them and dice them up real quick, so you got chunks like, you know, yeah, I don't know, that big, bite-sized chunks. You dump them into the curry sauce, and you let it simmer. So it's kind of, you know, a little boil, a little simmer for about 12 minutes. It's done, man, and it's amazing. Like if you've eaten bodybuilding food enough, you will, you know, if you do bodybuilding diets, you're like, food sucks, man. I'm tired of eating the same crap, and I need something new. Like for me to force chicken down, I have to have something like curry, or I have to have barbecue chicken with marinades on it. I just can't eat chicken with salt or chicken with something else. It's gotta be tasty because I've been eating it for so many years. And this is one of the reasons, guys, I do a lot of seafood, is because seafood is light. For some reason, I feel like chicken is heavy, and it's really hard to choke down sometimes. Seafood, on the other hand, just, it feels light in my stomach. It's easy to get the amount of protein. That's why I do shrimp. That's why I do tilapia. That's why I do salmon. Oh, by the way, I got my hands on some Chilean sea bass for the first time. It was at Costco, and it came in frozen packs. It's got a lot of fat in it, but it's good fat. It's, you know, omega-3s, so I didn't hesitate to do it. And what I did is I made these Chilean sea bass tacos. Priscilla usually buys these mixed greens, and they kind of got sprouts and cabbage, shredded cabbage in it and stuff. It comes with a dressing that's amazing. We usually do a salad out of it. So what I did, I took a couple corn tortillas, slapped them on the griddle, heated them up, and then for the sea bass, I used a little bit of butter. I seared them for 3 minutes on each side. Well, I frosted them first, of course. And then I put 4 in a saucepan, seared them, covered them, 3 minutes aside. And while that was happening, I'd already preheated the oven to 450. I got a little Pyrex container. What do you call it? You know, it's about this tall, a little Pyrex cooking dish. And I dumped some grapeseed oil in there. And you can use whatever you want. You can use olive oil, but the recipe I was following had grapeseed oil, and it actually has a nice little flavor to it. So once they're seared on both sides and they're pretty much got that nice golden crust on them, you dump them into the already heated up Pyrex pan that's in the oven. You cover it with some foil, and watch your hands, man. It's gonna be hot. Slide it back in, and you cook it for, it's another 5 minutes, but I don't think mine were defrosted all the way, so I ended up cooking them for 8 or 9 minutes, and when I pulled them out, they were totally done. Chop that stuff up, spread it out evenly into four corn tortillas, put some of that shredded cabbage and sprouts and stuff on top, and then I put that dressing on. It was amazing, guys. Like some of the best, like high-end food that you can have in your home, and it wasn't that bad. Chilean sea bass is not cheap, but as a treat, man, it just really, really hit the taste buds. It was great. And I got, you know, got all my macros in, a little high on the fats, like I said, but I'm not going to stress because I'm bulking. Every now and then, it's not going to kill you. But just don't do it every single day. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, I haven't had any high fats this week. I can afford this, no problem. It's not like I'm going out and crushing a plate of brownies like I used to, which I really want to do, by the way. But this is good fats. So that was yesterday. Today, I don't know what I'm doing for my last meal. I'll probably figure it out when I get down there. I haven't had any shrimp. I don't even know if we have shrimp. I got 1 Chilean sea bass left. I may cook that up with some salmon and just do like a little medley of fish. Probably some more of the rice noodles, the penne pasta, because I got a ton of it left. I've got the curry left over with chicken. If I feel like I want more, I go for it. So that was today. We also did back today, or I should say I did back today. And this is, again, guys, we cranked up the volume. So our meals are up. Now we're cranking up the volume in the gym. Everything, again, the same routine. So 6 sets, 20 pyramiding down to 10. So we're dropping 2 reps every set. And I needed to mix it up completely today. So I started with something totally different. I did a supinated grip. Can't even show you here because there's not enough room. Supinated grip, cable row, seated cable row. And it was a little wider than my chest and shoulders. It was one of those bent bars, so I could really pull tight. Didn't start with a whole lot. I think I started with 160 pounds, and I worked my way up to 205 on the last couple sets and just stayed there because I was actually having to lean forward and pull to actually get the weight all the way up. And that's something I really don't like to do. However, if I'm feeling as though I'm still getting a good contraction when I cheat the last couple reps and I'm real strict on the negatives, good contraction, I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. And I found that I still grow. So whether it's right or wrong, who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? I think it works for me. What I think works for me may not work for you guys. It may not work for everybody else. But if it works for you and you can see measurable results, keep doing it. So that's my philosophy is cheat the last couple reps if you have to. Good contraction, slow on the negative, good form on the contraction, the negative. From there, what did I do? I went over to, I went to the hammer strength lat pull down machine. So you sit in it, and usually guys will grab it this way, and I grab it this way because of my tendons and my forearms, and I find that supinated grip works really good. I like to arch my chest, and I like to stretch my lats out as far as they can go without exaggerating this lean forward. So I still keep my shoulders back, and I let my lats stretch out. And then when I pull, I don't shuck my shoulders down. I contract my lats and slowly move the weight down. It's a lot harder than trying to power through it with your shoulders and then swinging backwards. Of course, on the last couple reps, I'm always swinging, so if you can avoid it, avoid it. If you have to swing, swing. And literally, guys, I didn't use a ton of weight. It was plate and a quarter for the first couple sets, plate and a 35 for the, I added a 10. So, equivalent of a plate and a 35 for the last sets. And then I did 2 plates for the 12 and the 10 rep sets. And it was really, really difficult. After that, I went back and I did wide grip, lat pull downs to the front. And I did most of my sets at a $160. That's how exhausted my lats were. Guys, I can easily do 265, 270, 280 with good form, but my lats are so pre-exhausted from all this other stuff that I had to drop the weight. So this is one of those times when I'm like, check your ego at the door, because I don't care. I got guys looking at me, and I'm sure they're thinking, that's all the weight that guy does? What the heck's going on? I'm totally exhausting my lats from all different angles. And this is something different. So usually I will start with lat pull downs. Now they're the third exercise in my routine. So I'm already exhausted. You can't judge the weight that you usually do if you're gonna mix things up. You have to pick a weight that you think is going to get you through all the reps and still hitting failure a couple reps before. So you learn to gauge that. $160 for the first, I think, 2 sets. So at the 16 set, I went up to like a $175. I ended up at the 205 mark for the last set of 10. And again, guys, I was really feeling the exhaustion the last 3 or 4 reps, even hitting failure to where I did have to swing those. But again, if I'm swinging them, it's just a little bit, and then I get that good contraction here, and then slowly bring it back up. But it's not this exaggerated super swing that you see a lot of guys doing, man. They will swing so hard that they're pretty much horizontal with the floor, and I think that's overkill. And the guys that are doing that are usually the guys that don't really have the mind-muscle connection. They're just doing it to move the weight. If you know that your lats are totally exhausted and you're failing, that's one thing. Now it's time to cheat a couple reps. But if you're just doing it because the weight's too heavy for you, that means drop the weight. So that was lat pull downs. Went over to hammer strength. Did I do hammer strength after that? I did. I went over to the hammer strength seated row. So it was a plate loaded hammer strength machine. I did 2 plates for 20, and then we did 3 plates for 18, 3 1/4 for 16, 14, 12, and 10. I didn't go up because I was super exhausted, feeling failure at about 3 or 4 reps from the finish on every single set. So I knew that was the right weight. A little cheat on the last 2-3 reps maybe, but again, contract, down slow. That was a hammer strength. Went over, and I was gonna do some close or wide grip straight arm pulls. but it was busy. The entire jungle gym was taken up, so I couldn't get any cables. I ended up back on the low row with a close grip, and I did 2 sets of 30. And I didn't do a lot of weight again, guys. 160 pounds, 175 pounds. But trust me, if you do this workout and you're timing it on your phone or your Apple Watch, whatever it is you're using, and you hit that 2-minute timer, and you get to it the second that timer goes off, you're going to be totally exhausted. And actually, on these last 2 sets, I hit a 1-minute timer because I want to get that pump in the lats. Again, not leaning forward, shoulders back, pulling as low as possible. I'm talking like I was pulling out of my belly button because I was really trying to get the lower lats to engage. Shoulders back the whole time, trying not to do any type of movement where you're leaning, cheating the weight or anything like that. That was a back workout, guys. Got the cardio in, did 20 minutes of HIIT training. It was a real good workout day. I felt really strong. For as tired as I was, I felt great. One of my biggest things today, guys, is I was catching up on Body Spartan everything, and I forgot to drink water. And that plays a huge part in when you go to lift in the day. So if your water isn't up, you're going to feel real fatigued. So I was playing catch up through the whole workout, and I think I've got this 32-ounce cup. What is this thing? This is, I don't know. I can't even see it. All the numbers are gone. It's this giant thing from bodybuilding that I got. Oh, which, by the way, guys, we're getting our own shaker cups here pretty soon. I've got a lead on some Cyclone cups, which are pretty cool. So we're going to try to get the Body Spartan logos on those and a bunch of different colors. We're going to get those on the site real soon. That being said, I drank 4 of those things during the workout playing catch up, and I had to pee. So I pissed like twice during the workout, which is a pain in the ass for me. But long story short, try not to play catch up. Always drink your water consistently throughout the day. I'm shooting for at least a gallon, and then whatever I drink during my workout on top of that. One thing I should say is don't try to drink that water all at once. You got to spread it out throughout the day. If you drink a ton of water at one sitting, it's really bad on your kidneys. There was a example of this. There was like a radio station who did a water drinking contest a couple years back. It was 5 or 6 years ago, and one girl like went into kidney failure because she drank like 2 gallons of water in 5 or 6 minutes. So your kidneys can't handle that kind of water all at once, which is why you spread it out throughout the day. And basically, the rule of thumb is once you start peeing clear, you don't have to force water down. You just, start sipping it throughout the day. When you're peeing clear, it's not as yellow as usual. It's just a light yellow. You're flushing everything out. You're doing good. So that's where you want to be. That's it today, guys. I'm pretty much caught up. I got yesterday's video to do, obviously today, so I'll work on those probably tomorrow, get them up for you. But we're caught up through Saturday, and today is Monday, so I'm only 2 days behind, which is perfect and exactly what I wanted to do. Still doing the T-Volve. Oh, guys, check this out. We got another product coming out for you guys. It's our Extreme Test Booster. So T-Volve is step 1. When you are hitting your plateau with T-Volve, and this happens with any supplement, guys. If you take it for long enough, you're going to plateau with it. Doesn't matter if it's creatine. Doesn't matter if it's pre-workouts. You're going to exhaust your adrenal glands eventually. You're going to test boosters. You're going to hit your limit there. So you have to kind of up the ante. And what we've done is we've gone another step and we've created a real extreme test booster. So we've got a bunch of new ingredients in there that go above and beyond the T-Volve. So my suggestion to you guys, when this product comes out, it's called Chronos. When this product comes out, if you haven't done T-Volve, do the T-Volve first and use that for as long as you can. And you guys, you may get 6 months on it, you may get a year on the T-Volve, who knows? It all depends on how you train and your personal body type. You may get longer. It just really depends on the results that you want and the results that you're getting. If you feel like you're plateauing, go to the Chronos. This stuff's gonna kick your ass, man. It's a super test booster. It's still all natural, but we've done a lot of research, and we're pretty proud of this one, man. This is an amazing all natural supplement. So keep your eyes out. I think we're maybe 30 days from launch on that one too. So, oh, by the way, too. On the site right now, we just got our whole new summer line of apparel. The only thing missing on there are the mediums and the stringer tanks. They're lost at the warehouse. I got no idea what happened. We're looking for them, but we have stringer tank tops, and they're actually cut really high. They come down right below the chest, below where the lat connects. It's really cool. So if you're uncomfortable with your sides or anything like that, they're great. So, for me, when I was couple percent body fat heavier, these were perfect, and the cut is just awesome, man. It makes everybody look shredded. We've got regular tank tops, the non-stringer type, like the old school standard tanks, Body Spartan logo, giant Body Spartan wings, winged helmet on the back. We've got these real awesome stretch fitness shirts. They're partial stretch material. They're great for like leg days or any day you guys want, but we love them for leg days because you can rest that squat bar on the back, and it feels great, man. They're tight, they're form-fitting, they're awesome. We got some shorts that came in. We've got a cool stamp logo on the left leg. It's the Body Spartan helmet, and then in circular kind of eroded font it says lead, inspire, and motivate, which is our tagline, which is what we stand for. So this is fun. We've got brand new apparel. We're excited to have it on there. Hats are in stock. I'm ordering a ton more hats. There's always in stock. They seem to be one of our best sellers, so we're just going to keep pumping those out as well. So let me know what you guys think of the apparel. If there's something you want us to change or you want to see something as far as apparel goes, just comment below, let us know. We're always here to do what you guys like, because without you, we don't exist. And so we're at the point where we really want to hear your opinion, and we really want to know what you guys want. So drop us a comment. That's going to be it for today, guys. This one's short. Try that back workout. Let me know what you think. Try some of those recipes. Let me know what you think. And if any of you guys want to be adventurous and try those Chilean sea bass tacos, give it a whirl. All right. Hey, good morning, guys. It is now 9:50 a.m. Now I've been working on some apparel graphics, getting all the apparel set up, just putting it out there and getting the word out on Facebook that we've got our shorts, our stringer tanks, our regular tanks, and these cool stretchy fitness shirts all available. Hoodies are now back in stock too, so I had to get the word out there. So I spent, a good hour making a graphic, getting all set up, and then boosting the post on Facebook. That's what goes on here today. I'm also going to be working on Unleashed, so I'm going to be organizing the workouts today. This could be kind of cool, man. If you guys think the shit we do on a regular basis is intense, get ready, because this is going to blow your mind. So I'll be organizing the workouts for Unleashed today. I'll be doing the final 2 videos for the course. Hopefully I can bang those out before it gets too hot in the office here. If it does, I'm going to have to wait till tonight. What is this? What is this thing? Yeah, that guy's got a mind of his own. I'm really excited about Unleashed, guys, because the way we're going to handle this is it's going to be the closest thing to a Body Spartan camp that is available. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I think it's definitely worth mentioning again. What we're going to do is 4 or 5 individual videos that are about 40 minutes long each. And these are going to be course type videos. So if you were to come to a camp with me and the team and sit down, let's say we had, a couple hundred people in an auditorium getting ready to do this or whatever it is, this would be what you're getting. You would sit down and you would learn before we did anything. So we're going to do 4 or 5 separate videos. And the idea is that you would digest one a day. So you'd sit down on, a Monday, knock out the first video, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, get a different video every day of the week, and then on the 5th day we would download to you the first week's workouts, and you get a video go along with that, with us helping you through that, kind of telling you what to expect, why we're doing those things, what your meals are going to look like that week, and then we're going to turn you loose to go do that first week's workout. And then about 6 days after that, so right before the 7th day, we would drop you the next following week's workout, which would have all the workouts and another video explaining, okay, week 2, this is what we're doing. So basically you guys are going to get 4 or 5 course videos, like the camp style, and then you're going to get 12 additional videos, so 1 a week, and we'll drop each set of workouts once a week for you as well. We're going to be working on a member section for Unleashed that's going to allow you to track your body fat, your measurements, hopefully nutrition if we can get it in there. I'm not sure if that's going to be a part of it, but I really want you guys to have a hub for doing this, so you can enter in your body fat, your weight, your goal weight, all this sort of stuff, and you can track it week to week, and you can see increase in body fat is this percent, decrease in body fat is this percent, your weight's going up, your weight's going down, things to look for. That way it's kind of a no-brainer, and it's got your information right there. You can just log in and check it out. So this is going to be really, really cool. I'm super excited about it. I just tipped off my developers on what I need, so they're getting to work on that today. Other than that, I got to get to work here. We're going to do, today is traps and calves, and probably forearms too, if I can get down to it. I'm going to do that later on. Mia and Priscilla went to the VBS, this Vacation Bible School out in Calistoga, so they're gone until, probably 2 o'clock this afternoon, so I got some good work time coming in without interruptions. I'm going to capitalize on it. Before I go, breakfast this morning, very basic, eggs and 2 pieces of Ezekiel bread. I'm not a big fan of bread, guys, as you know, but this is sprouted bread, Ezekiel bread. It's really not bread. It's basically sprouts, so it's a little different. complex carb, really smooth. Oh, and by the way, guys, I posted an update today for you on Instagram, so you can kind of see what my physique is looking like. Have a look. I've got these black boxer briefs on with the yellow band on the top. That's the one you're looking for. Actually, we should do a weigh-in real quick. As soon as we're done here, we'll go weigh in, check the weight. Second meal, I'm going to go make an egg white shake right now. It's 10 o'clock, so it's time to eat. This is meal 2. I easily downed 7 meals last night, guys. It went down easy, and I was still hungry. So I didn't have any more after that, but that's, I got them in real easy. So this should be good. Anyway, let's go weigh in and see how we're doing. Okay, guys, so it's Tuesday. Let's get on this bad boy. I'm just in the Body Spartan shorts here. 271.5. All right, so I'm up a little bit. I was 270 and some change last week. Let's test the body fat later on when Priscilla gets home. I think as you guys can see, I'm not even flexing. I'm just kind of standing here soft right now, and you can see I'm definitely leaning out compared to where I was about a week ago. The abs are coming. If I flex them, you can definitely see the abs are coming in. I feel leaner. I feel bigger and fuller. It's noticeable I'm gaining size. So this is a step in the right direction. I'm excited to see what the body fat is. So, I bounced down from 274.5 to all the way down to 270, and now I'm on the way back up, which is where I'm kind of hoping we're going to be. So I would expect the next 2 weeks we have a nice slow increase, and let's see how we do. All right, good morning. It's now Wednesday. You guys are going to love this morning. By the way, I'm going to crack some eggs while I talk to you guys. So, one of the things with any business is that you have to track how you do. Actually, I'll check make sure this microphone's on. Okay, cool, I remember that much. So, if you spend money on Facebook, you want to know how many of those, how much of that traffic is actually converting to a sale. This is business 101, guys, for digital marketing. So, I watch that data really closely, and I go, okay, if I spend $10 on Facebook, I want that to make me at a minimum $20, but I prefer it to make me $100. So we expanded beyond Facebook and started using Google AdWords, and we're also using this thing called AdWall, which is retargeting. And the conversions were just all over the map. It was showing like triple the conversions that were happening. So one of my buddies said, oh, I got this guy, he's in India, he's a whiz, and he can get this tracking code thing set up for you on the site. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't mind paying for that stuff because it'll pencil in the end. I'm like, fine. Set him up, and what I did is I gave him what's called FTP access. So that means I gave him access to the site, but I also gave him back-end access so that if something goes wrong on the front end of the site, he can't access the WordPress dashboard, he can get in and make changes manually in what's called cPanel, and that just like the emergency backup. We didn't test to see if that worked, which it worked for me. I don't know why he couldn't get in. And he crashed the site from 11 p.m. till 6 a.m. when I woke up and saw his voicemails and Skypes. And so I had to go in, spend 2 hours trying to get it working, figure out what the problem was, get it all set up. We lost all the sales that happened that night. And again, this isn't about money. I'm just telling you guys a really interesting story and how my morning went. We lost all the sales because the site was down. I had ads running, so figure, a couple grand in ads that were toast, whatever in sales. And so this guy, doesn't apologize. He's like, I tried to call you. I'm like, yeah, well, at 2 a.m, I'm not going to answer an unknown number that's blocked. So, excuse me, I let him install the stuff. I had to have my web developers oversee everything because after that site crash, we didn't trust them, so I had to pay them. He gets the site, the tracking code installed, and then my boy hits me up. He's like, hey, dude, I just fired this guy yesterday. He's done this, he had 5 projects I gave him. He screwed up all 5 of them. None of the tracking codes work, and yours isn't working either. I'm like, okay. He's like, don't pay him and don't respond to him. I'm like, okay, fine, no problem. I won't pay him, I won't respond. Well, yesterday I go into my Google Search Console, which is where we track and see what Google sees. So all of our organic searches are there. It's tanked, man. All my organic search results are dead. I'm going, what's going on? Well, my sitemap's broken. Did a little research, and it's usually from somebody putting an extra space in a code. There's thousands of lines of code. So I go to my web developer and I say, hey, Robert, can you hunt this town, bro? I'm like, I need to get the sitemap fixed or else we're going to lose all of our organic search results. He spends hours on it. And he goes, oh, it was in that AdWords tracking code. There was a trailing space. So this Indian guy screwed everything up. And, you know, I'm not saying anything bad about Indian guys. I'm just referencing that because that's where he's from. The guy from India screwed all this up. And he hit me up on Skype threatening to take down the site if I don't pay him and saying that things like, this is peanuts to me because I drive a Lamborghini. And I'm like, well, actually, I rented it at a discount from a friend who owned Diplomat Rentals. And I don't own the Lamborghini. It was a fun thing to do on vacation. And I saved my money for years, by the way, dude. So don't get any ideas, guys. The point is, he's like, I still have access to your Google Analytics account. I got access to your cPanel. You haven't broken my trust yet, but I was like, bro, finally, like I spent all morning resetting passwords and like locking him out of my sites and deleting all his access. And then I finally hit him up and I was like, look, man, this is what happened. This is what you did and this is what you cost me. And I said, I spent 5 years building this business from the ground up. And if you still think after all this stuff that you should be paid, that I should pay you, let me know and I'll pay you just to have you go away. And he responded and said, well, you have my trust back, but I'm just the poor guy that didn't get paid. Everybody else got paid but me. And I'm like, okay, so you still don't see that you fucked up and you cost me thousands and you want your $230. I'm like, that's bad business, bro. And I told him, I said, dude, that's bad business. And he said, and by the way, the sitemap breaking wasn't my fault. I'm like, well, actually it was because you left a space where there shouldn't be a space in the functions.php file, bro. So... And I know most of you are like, what the fuck is a functions.php file? And long story short, guys, this kind of shit happens. And it's scary because I've spent all morning, I'm like, fuck, what if he tanks the site? So I had to back up the site, download the backup, get the script for backup stuff. And I'm like, fuck, what if the site goes down? What if he trashes the other sites I have on that hosting thing? And this is just real life business. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you're gonna pay somebody to do work or have somebody work on your site, obviously ensure that they have limited user access to whatever it is they need. Make sure you got a contract in place rather than just like a handshake deal like I did. And that's kind of what we did over Skype. It was like, oh yeah, cool, just go ahead, bud, go do this. So anyway, that was my morning. I gotta cook these eggs and these Kodiak cakes that I'm working on. It's 9 o'clock, I haven't eaten yet because I had to handle all this shit. By the way, we didn't get body fat testing done last night because when I came down, Priscilla was like, I'm going to bed. And she's taking off with Mia. She took off at like 8 a.m. with Mia to go to the VBS thing again. So I'm home alone. I'm going to be working on Unleash. We made some huge headway on Unleash yesterday, guys. Really exciting. Like I've got 26 out of the 84 workouts organized. And just so you guys know, every day is different. No 2 workouts are going to be the same ever. And we're increasing intensity slowly. So it's a lot of going back over, like I've got pretty much everything sketched out, but I have to go back over and carefully make sure that each workout is in the right place so that this program works properly. There's a lot to it, and I know a lot of people think, oh, you're gonna just slap a workout together. I can slap together 84 workouts, no problem. Well, sure, you can do that, but you have to look at it and make sure that the intensity is increasing week to week and that you're not doing the same exercises twice and that the sets and the volume and the reps all pencils. I mean, there's a little bit of science behind this that works that you have to be aware of. So there's a lot of thumbing over numbers and looking at things and just basically ensuring that what I'm going to give you guys is a solid product. That's what I'm doing this morning. I'm going to run back up to the office and bust out the rest of the Unleashed workouts. Hopefully my goal is to get to like 50 or 60 today and then finish off the other 84 tomorrow. And then that leaves us with about 13 or 14 videos to do, possibly some instructional stuff. But I'm looking forward to it, guys. It's going to be really fucking exciting when this thing hits. It's going to be fucking badass. Go. Came back up to the office, I was about to start work, and I just remembered I didn't tell you guys what I did last night for the workout. The goal was to do traps, calves, and forearms, and it was just one of those nights when everybody wanted to talk, and they're all good people. I like talking to them all. It's one of those nights when I went in there super amped to get a workout in, and I lost my motivation just because people wanted to talk. It was one of those days where, like, you put the earbuds in, and you're talking to somebody like, oh yeah, cool, man, okay, you put the earbud in, the second one, and they keep talking, and it's like, oh, you don't see me putting my earbud in and not hearing you. I gotcha. So that was last night. Like 4 or 5 different people, and it just kind of blew my workout out, and so I didn't get around to doing forearms. I chose to focus on my calves instead because I know that's one of my trouble areas. Well, I don't want to use the word trouble. That's one of the areas that I'm working to bring up. I did shrugs. We started with the set of 30 just for a warm-up, and then we did 6 sets, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10 on the Smith machine shrugs, getting a good 1 second hold at the top, not bouncing with my knees, just isolating the traps and just really pulling. And it's one of those things I'm stressing in the Unleash program is this mind-muscle connection, is using the muscle group that you're working and nothing else, and just really trying to go, okay, I'm flexing my traps, and that's what's making things move. After Smith machine shrugs, I went to dumbbell shrugs to do something different. I did 6 sets of 20 with a 2-minute rest in between, guys. And I grabbed the hundreds, and again, no bouncing. And this is one of those first 10 reps, hold, down slow, hold, down slow. And then, 10 through 20 was a little faster, but still had a solid tempo. And always in the last couple, I try to get that hold again. So that was exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, I did upright rows with the cables on a bar about that wide, and I put my grip about thumb width apart like that. And the idea here, guys, is to pull out and up, and I like to get it way the hell up here because I feel it in the back of my traps when I bring it up. So a lot of people will stop about here without bounce like crazy. Don't bounce. This is pelvis tucked underneath you. Engage the core so that way you're not putting any extra strain on your L discs or anywhere else in your back. Your spine's aligned, and that also forces you not to bounce and cheat. And again, it's okay to cheat the last couple here and there, but if you can just slowly bring those things up and use your traps to bring everything up, by all means do it. That's the way I operate. I had to drop the weight a little bit on the last couple sets. I think I went from like 165 down to 150 because I wanted to get the reps. I was struggling, but this was the 2018 16, 14, 12, 10 again. And after that, I just called it. Went ahead and did calves. I started with the toe press. It's called the rotary. I finally found the name. It's the rotary calf press, where your legs are out in front of you and you push with your toes. And that was 6 sets of 20. Went over to the standing calf press after that. Oh, by the way, on that 6 sets of 20, on the last set, I did a massive drop set too. 2-minute rest in between everything. Standing calf press on the hammer strength that I just hated forever. Now I love. Did a set with, everything was 2 plates. And I didn't get over 15 reps on any of them because my calves were so spent from that rotary calf press. And when I was doing these standing calf presses too, one of the things that you got to do is pretty much lock out your knees. I'm not a fan of locking out, but if you bend your knees at all on the standing calf press, what's going to happen is you're going to reduce the stress that's on those calf muscles, and you're going to kind of retarget that stress. If you keep your knees almost locked or fully locked, be real conscious of it, guys. I mean, obviously don't hurt yourself, but that will, I don't even like locking out fully. I did a couple times. I had a slight release and tension in them, but I was finding that if I tried to keep my knees bent, I would bend my knees even more unconsciously. So that's where you got to be careful, and that's where people kind of screw up. Again, all the way down, kill the momentum at the bottom, all the way up, good 1 second hold, down, kill the momentum. And again, not dropping the weight real fast. Don't on the negative motion, we want to go slow. This isn't something we're trying to rush through. It's going to burn like a motherfucker, trust me. That was that. And then finally we killed it with, what did I do after that? Oh, the seated calf machine is still broken at 24-hour fitness. This has been like 6 weeks. So no seated calves for me. Went to do the leg press, calf press, and I was just spent, guys. I didn't go for 4 plates. For me, it was an ego crush, but the veins in my calves were popping out, and like I could barely walk, so I know I did it right. And I just basically called it after that. It was such a long ass workout that it just wasn't. I had a pump, but it just wasn't my favorite. Anyway, you could probably knock that workout out in an hour and 20 if you did it. You roll through it without anybody talking to you. So that was last night's workout. I'm getting to work.